real world intermittent fasting testimonials, and also an additional strategy to help with intermittent fasting during the fasting period. Okay, so Kent, a business colleague of mine out here in the Bay Area, out of Menlo Park, I've been known him for about 6 months, and we've been talking on and off. And 6 weeks ago, he asked me about weight loss and like what I was doing, and he wanted to know more about my videos and what my strategies were. So I told him exactly about intermittent fasting and how to increase human growth hormone by pushing off the first meal and having apple cider vinegar to kill the hunger pains, and sparkling water and black coffee, trying to get to like a 16 to even an 18-hour fasting period. So like he would eat breakfast at 8 as opposed to eating breakfast at 8, try to get it to 12 or even 1. So he took my advice, and in 6 weeks, he lost 8 pounds. So he went from 215 to 207, changing nothing else. He didn't change his meals, what he was eating, or his exercise routine. He lost 8 pounds. What he noticed though in the last weekend is his daughters had a running routine and like a jogging, like a half K marathon. And he's like, "Hey Dad, you want to do it?" And he's like, he would never do it. Never. But he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." He finished the whole half marathon, with his daughters, which he hadn't done in years. And of course, he did it fasted. So he did it fasted. They said it was no problem. Now he asked me, he said, "Gavin, I'm craving salt during the fasting period." And I said, that's interesting because I noticed the same thing with me. And so I want to just bring this up to you guys. If you haven't thought of it already, if you're not already doing it, something that you may come across is your body craving salt while you're fasting. And this is exactly what happened to Kent, and I noticed the same thing. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing, what I recommend that he do the same thing to help give yourself more energy during the fasting period and help to really give your body the minerals that it's craving during that fasting period. All right, bro, it's going to sound weird. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Doesn't matter what brand, but pink Himalayan sea salt. This is just the raw stuff. I'm going to take some of this, and for me, I like to put it in an entire, my full gallon of water. Put it in there and drink it throughout the day. But if I'm really like feeling the craving, like I'm like, gosh, I really, really need it, I'm just going to take a little bit of it, I'm going to grind it up. It doesn't have to be any certain amount, whatever you feel you need, a couple, maybe like a teaspoon of it, you may need more, and just drink it with water. Not too much where it's like seawater or anything, just enough where it's like, oh, that's okay. For me, I'll just put it I'll actually twist it and I'll put it in my gallon of water that I drink throughout the day, so I can just barely taste it and then sip on it throughout the day. And it actually, I find myself wanting to drink more water. Sometimes the water can get bland, dull, boring, and just a little bit of pink sea salt in the water, it adds the minerals that the body is really seeking. And Kent is noticing that his body needs. So as opposed to being like I used to be maybe like years ago, or maybe some of the old bad habits of like, oh, let me reach for potato chips and Pringles and and popcorn and all that. And I don't even think those are really bad as long as I'm waiting to have them like at the end of the day, after my walking, after my workouts, right? After I'm done training. Dude, if I really want to have the salty foods at the end of the day, it's no problem to do it. But I'm telling you, during the fasting period, having the pink salt with the water, even sea salt, you don't have pink salt, is going to really, it's going to help actually to stop the hunger even more. Because I noticed the body, and Ken noticed this, that he was craving salt. And he wasn't really hungry, but he wanted something salty. And so this is what the body's telling him. It's speaking to him that it needed minerals. The salt has all these good, healthy, balanced minerals in it, and the body just needs, it's thirsty for the minerals. So having a little bit of salt is going to give you a little bit of energy, a boost, and also help with the hunger pains and allow you to fast more, which then burns more fat. And it's funny, Kent asked me, he said, "Gavin, like how many calories are you eating a day now?" And it's funny now, like when I stopped counting calories, a video I did, I'll put a link to it here. You can watch the video from the very last time that I stopped counting calories, because I made a video and it was like about, hey, I'm eating this amount of calories, but this is more food than I should be eating, and I'm still getting lean. This doesn't make sense. And at that point, it was that point that I realized it wasn't the calories that I was eating. It was the fasting period that was more important to burning fat and getting lean than the calories. Because I could eat less calories and fast less and stay the same. So the bottom line is that it really, I can eat as much food as I want. I eat till I'm full. That's the truth. And it's just, I make sure that I'm really strict on the fasting period, at least like 5 days a week, fasting 20 hours a day, staying lean and shredded that way. So, all right, hope this video helped you. If it did, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Ken, for the great testimonial, man. He was super excited to see me and tell me about his 8 pounds of weight loss in 6 weeks without trying. And then, being out the run with his daughters on this little half marathon. And now he's starting to have the pink salt with his water, man, because that's what his body really needed. All right, so coming at you, this is Gavin Mehl.